Hey guys, Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Rijon Adventures to go through part 57. And here is the gym leader of Kanto, Bugsy. And he is a bug Pokemon trainer, and yeah, ironically, now he actually looks like a guy. And his first Pokemon's a Heracross, level 58. My Pokemon is Charizard, level 42. And let the match begin! And Heracross uses It uses Mega Horn. Yeah. It uses Mega Horn. It's a strong move, but Charizard quad resists it, so it's only like a 3 KO. And Charizard uses Flamethrower, and then Heracross uses Reversal, but Charizard resists it, and there's not a huge HP difference, so it doesn't do much. Charizard finishes off with another Flamethrower. Hooray! And down goes the Heracross. I feel bad hurting Heracross because it's so cool, but what are you gonna do? But I have absolutely no problem hitting this thing. Masquerain. So I'm gonna go into Ampharos, because Ampharos is cool. And that Intimidate doesn't matter in the slightest, because Ampharos is special, and Thunder Punch is still physical in this generation. It uses Stun Spore, which doesn't matter at all, because Ampharos is already outsped, and it uses Thunder Punch, and actually gets the Parahacks. So, that's certainly cool, and very useful. You ever notice how Masquerain's wings look like Noctowl's eyes? Kind of odd. Anyways, it uses Water Pulse, which does like nothing because it's not even stabbed, and Ampharos just finishes it off with the second Thunder Punch. Down goes Masquerain, up goes Ampharos's EXP bar. And now for his third Pokemon, a Pinsir. And I'm going to go into Aerodactyl. And for some reason I keep moving, but yeah, for some reason it took me a little while to do that. And so I go into Aerodactyl. And Bugsy goes into his Pinsir. I go for Wing Attack for some reason, even though I could have used Rock Slide because it's slightly stronger and has a flinch. But I do that next turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Pinsir just uses Seismic Toss. And next I have Aerodactyl use Rock Slide. And do I get the flinch? I do not. What does it use? It uses Submission. Hoorah! And unfortunately that's going to KO Aerodactyl because of the huge level difference. And I'm just going to go into Furt because I feel like having Furt finish this off. I was hoping Furt could outspeed it. But, yeah, it can't. But thankfully, Pinsir goes for Body Slam instead of, what's the word? Instead of Submission. That would have been a 1 KO. Because, again, I don't want for it to get KO'd because it lowers Return's base power. I didn't even know Pinsir could learn Body Slam normally. And, yeah, his last Pokemon is a Butterfree, one at level 62. One thing I don't get is why he doesn't have his Scyther, or a Scizor for that matter. I was hoping, it's been a while, his Scyther could have evolved into a really strong Scizor, but instead he has a Butterfree. Don't get me wrong, Butterfree's cool. I'm not dissing Butterfree. Butterfree's cool. But Scizor is way more awesome. And Thunder Punch actually paralyzes Butterfree, too. And yeah, I'm just going to go for another Thunder Punch, which does not quite KO, unfortunately. And Butterfree uses a Psychic, which shouldn't do too much. So, unfortunately, it gets a really annoying crit, which KOs Ampharos. Poor Ampharos. And so, yeah, I just feel like having Charizard finish it off, because Charizard's about to reach the next level, so I just go for Flamethrower. Pow! And Butterfree is down, and with Butterfree's demise goes Bugsy's defeat. If that was phrased in a sensical manner. If sensical is even a word, but I don't really care. I think that's what he said last time. He still needs to brush up on his research. And here he says he can't give me a badge officially, since I'm not officially in the... And for some reason I pause here, I forget why. In the Johto Pokemon League Gym Challenge. And, yeah, so basically I misclick there. Misclick there. He said he can give me something else, but it says I have to wait for the final Rijon Adventures release for it, so that's a bit of an annoying. I mean, I beat the gym leader and I didn't get anything, not even a TM. So it's a bit annoying. It's probably a Pokemon or something, if I had to guess. So now I'm just going to go in and heal. And before any of you stop and decide to think the video's over, trust me, it's not. There is another battle or two, and this video ends with one of the most awesome battles ever. I mean, trust me, it's very awesome. And no, I'm not just saying that. I actually think this is awesome. I'd tell you guys if there wasn't much going on. Well, right now there isn't much going on, but I'm going to go through Ilex Forest and battle a trainer. And I love that line, if I haven't said that enough already. And yeah, no response over there. And now we're going to head back to Ilex Forest, or through it, technically. And misclick over there. And yeah, now we're in Ilex Forest again. And again, now that I've seen Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the graphics here do seem a bit subpar compared to that, but it's because it's a generation earlier. But don't get me wrong, this still looks awesome. But it's like with Shiny Gold and Liquid Crystal. Now that we have images of 4D Johto and 4D Kanto, this looks a bit lacking. Again, it's not their fault, because A, it's a hack, B, this is Game Boy Advance, not DS, but still, feels a bit lacking in comparison to the actual thing now. Yeah, here's Route 34, and I just talked to this person. And he said a lot of the guys here are a handful. I'm guessing he's a trainer, but his Pokemon are really weak now, so he's not able to battle me. So I'm going to go lead with Furt, because I feel like it, and this mentions the ability to flee with a Fluffy Tail or Pokédoll. And so yes, here is a trainer. Come out now, my marvelous Pokemon! This is Pokefan Marcia, and she has a level 55 Milotic. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tough. Actually, once I beat Johto, I can probably battle Carpman, because the trainers here are just as strong, if not stronger than him. So yeah, after I do the stuff in Johto, I'll be sure to do that. But actually, there might be one other thing I want to do first. And of course, when I switch in, Milotic goes for Hydro Pump. And it does a load of damage. And here I decide I'm just going to Thunder Wave in case Hydro Pump misses or makes a stupid move or something like that. And for some reason here, yeah, basically I'm thinking about what to do. Should I use Thunder Punch, should I use Thunder Wave, or should I just switch out? And I'm not entirely sure because, again, Milotic are pretty powerful, especially when it's 12, 13 levels higher than all of your team members. And again, misclick over there. In the end, I just decided to go for Thunder Wave, but it goes for Safeguard, of course, the one move that counters Thunder Wave. Well, at the very least, it didn't use Hydro Pump and get hit. And now it uses Rain Dance. I don't get why it hasn't KO'd Ampharos yet. And Ampharos just goes for Thunder Punch, which actually does a bit more than I was expecting, because Thunder Punch isn't the strongest move, and Milotic have, beastly special defense, but I guess Ampharos is just that awesome. And so, yeah. It uses Hydro Pump and misses, and it turns out this is actually a speed tie, which is kind of odd, because Milotic's way faster than Ampharos, especially considering the high level difference. Eventually, I just decide to go for Thunder Punch, but it wins the speed tie and hits with Hydro Pump. So that's the second time this episode Ampharos gets KO'd, and to top it off, it was a useless crit. That makes it even worse, because the last time it got KO'd, it was because of a useful crit. So, this just isn't Ampharos' day, but Ampharos, don't get me wrong, you did really well, trust me. And I'm just going to have Furt go for return and get the KO on Milotic, because if Milotic can speed tie with an Ampharos, then Furt can definitely outspeed the Milotic. And unfortunately, it doesn't quite reach the level up. And here is the epic battle, you guys. Furt versus its doppelganger with rabies, Linoone. Furt's a cute Pokemon, Linoone's just ugly and has rabies. Alright, let's see who will win. First move. Furt outspeeds Linoone, even though Linoone supposedly has more speed, and this Linoone is 13 levels higher. Linoone uses Covet, and it does next to nothing. Alright, time for another Brick Break, and go! Yeah, Lightning's doing absolutely nothing. Let's see what move it uses. Slash! And even if it did get a crit, it wouldn't have KO'd, probably. Say it with me. The power of Furret compels you! The power of Furret compels you! The power of Furret compels you! And down goes Linoon! We beat the rabies guy! Yes! Linoon is finally defeated. That evil demon is finally destroyed once and for all. And it's all because of Furret. I think you guys owe Furret a thank you. Because Furret just saved all of our lives. It saved us from the threat of raccoon ripoffs of ferrets with rabies. We owe Furret that thanks, people.